Katt Williams has a way of never missing when it comes to truth bombs. And what he hinted at 2 years ago is finally playing out. The full lineup of celebrities linked to Diddy's trial has now surfaced. Given Diddy's heavyweight status in entertainment, it wasn't shocking that a star-studded roll call popped up in court. Some names appeared in witness statements, while others were tossed into the jury's questionnaire just to check for personal connections. Among them, Kanye West stood out. Diddy broke his silence after Kanye loudly demanded his release from prison, sitting inside Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center on serious charges. Diddy dropped a quick Instagram thank you note to Ye, sharing a Yeezy link in the process. That site revealed a jaw-dropping Yeezy x Sean John collab, surprising fans since the two had been beefing back in 2022 over Kanye's bold White Lives Matter stunt. Kanye's new post even tagged Trump with a dramatic plea to free Diddy. And he pledged to split collab profits evenly since Diddy can't pocket cash and lockup. Diddy's brief but grateful response hinted at a truce between the frenemies. Still, Kanye stirred backlash again thanks to edgy posts about Jewish people and his digs at Diageo. The liquor giant Diddy had sued before his bust. After the arrest, Kanye dropped a track with Diddy's son Christian King Combs, including what fans swear was a leaked prison call with Diddy himself.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing because I need you out there, you feel me?
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Have some fucking fun.
Yeah.
Having no fun and then get behind the mic, have some fun, chop up them samples, get that one hit man vibe,
Yeah.
have some fun, get that smiling.
Yeah.
These other motherfuckers ain't wasting your time, big.
Yeah.
Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, has made a surprise appearance at Sean Diddy Combs' criminal trial on Friday.
Why'd you show up today? Is he about to testify?
He expressed support for his fellow rapper as he defends against trafficking charges.
Burn your head today, Mr. West. Did you see
Christian and Justin Combs, Diddy's sons, ended up in handcuffs during the 2024 raid on their dad's mansion. Christian also has a separate lawsuit hanging over him tied to a 2022 assault case. Both brothers showed up in court to back their father, standing firmly by his side. But according to Gene Deal, the two might be unknowingly following the same road their dad walked hand in the process. Could have even played a role in pushing him closer to prison time?
This place could be half of a basketball court. That's where they just got lines of computers with officers of all different people and officers just on the internet. Whoever's over that case, whoever's working that case, don't you know they saw that and took it to their boss? You might think it's petty, but it's not. You do not agitate a lion with a pork chop. And that's what that kid did, bro.
Some people feel like, Diddy, he played a part in that video coming out too. Him being spotted with Stevie J, smiling at the camera. A lot of people blame him too.
But bro, what did I tell you? He's such a narcissist that he has to be in the public. Listen to me. They just caught him on TMZ today or yesterday or something like that walking.
Respect for that, man. But what you think about the diss record that King Combs came out with, where he was coming at 50 and coming at everybody, coming at his dad? Like, how you feel about that record?
Well, first, I want to say to this young man, before somebody take his head off, because see, that's that new school bull crap that these kids out here, they easy to fly off their mouth with that. You don't invite a man to your private. You don't invite a man to your private unless you doing the Diddy. If two men lay down, how many homos get up? Let me tell you, young man, 2 of them. You understand? So don't invite a man to your private because that man will see you and take your head off. Especially somebody like 50. You don't send or let a boy do a man's job. I don't know if he need that type of attention or he want that type of attention. Evidently he do. But 50 is the wrong dude that you want to do that type of attention, get that kind of attention from, bro. And the infamous words of Waka Flocka, that nigga go hard in the paint. And I don't believe that this cat would even put out some trash like that and really didn't know what he was doing. He's teasing the federal government. And I told y'all, the Southern District of New York do not play. So King Kong just put another battery in their back. And you see after he did that shit, something get leaked to the press. Do you notice that, right? As soon as he did that dumb shit, talking about, well, we did this and we did that. We had this over here. Y'all went to the wrong house. Some went to, he said, well, we're going to show you how wrong we are. Yo, CNN, run this. Action, roll them. Don't play with the feds, bro. Because you got to realize this. They got a lot of time. All they got is time.
Aubrey O'Day, once part of Danity Kane, has never held back about Diddy calling him a man with no soul and claiming that working under him as her boss completely flipped the course of her life.
Star witness taking the stand in the Sean Diddy Combs trafficking and racketeering trial. Scott Biscotti, also known as rapper Kid Cudi, just finished testifying about what he says happened with Combs in 2011 and 2012. Biscotti had a brief relationship with Cassie Ventura during this time, and Combs allegedly made threats against him because of it. Biscotti testified that he believes Combs actually broke into his house and testified that a few months later, a Molotov cocktail was placed on his Porsche, damaging his car. He told the jury he reached out to Combs after his car caught fire and described him with his hands behind his back like a Marvel suit.
Do you fear at all for your safety or what life looks like if he is back out in the world?
I fear for the messaging that we're going to be giving any newcomers in the industry. And by the way, entertainment is the one that's glamorized and that stands out the most, let's say. Yeah. She's the it girl. Politics is a little bit over to standing right on our neck. But we're representational of everybody. The people you see on TV you can like or not like, you probably have your favorites. I definitely should be one of your favorites, hopefully. But I probably mirror back to you when you watch me things that you really resonate and feel in your everyday life as well. Yeah. You know, we're all just people experiencing things at the end of the day. So, you know, I would be very scared as to what type of messaging this would give people, about relationships and behaviors and what you can get away with when you're powerful. And, you know, I'm sure this gave a lot of people that maybe are unstable new ideas for sexual behaviors. I'm really wanting to make sure that everybody is highly aware of how vast and wide the response of this jury is going to read for everyone. You might think you're detached from it and that you're watching an entertainment show of those entertainment people that have nothing to do with you in your everyday, but you'll be surprised how quickly it does.
So your fear more so lies in the repercussions this has for the wider industry and less about Diddy may come after you.
Yeah, I mean, if he were to walk free, he's coming after everybody. Yeah, and in my opinion, I would feel very comfortable suggesting that there would be a lot of danger out there to be had.
Kim Porter, Diddy's late ex-partner and mother of 3 of his children, came up during questioning about the timeline of his relationship with Cassie. In November 2018, at just 47, she passed away in a way that guaranteed she would never be forgotten. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner ruled her death as lobar pneumonia. a severe lung infection, officially labeling it as natural causes. Reports at the time said she had been struggling with flu-like symptoms in the days before she died. Still, even with that explanation, speculation spread fast. Many online insisted the story didn't add up, fueling theories of possible foul play.
Of the passing of Kim Porter and getting the book out so people can hear from Kim in her own words, everything she was tricked into doing, everything she was forced into doing, everything she had to hide that was happening around her, and the moment when she decided, I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to stop this freak, and I'm not going to let him hurt another woman. I think for me, the reopening of her cause of death and that autopsy would be like one of the greatest testimonies for any of the Diddy victims. There are so many Diddy victims, and they don't know, but they need to know. They need to read that book. They need to see what she sacrificed for her children. Everyone needs to know Kim Porter's actual story. She was a really remarkable woman in so many different ways.
You got to realize, man, Kim's death wasn't even investigated, bro. Her death wasn't even investigated. And it should have been a proper investigation so all the family members can feel like that there was no foul play in her death. How is it that you know how we are as a people? I don't believe that 10% of your viewers that's watching this don't keep their phone when they go to sleep in arm reach. How is it that there was no electronic products or gadgets around Kim's bed? Her laptop missing, her cell phone's missing. Everything is missing that she could get in touch with her little girls if they not at home or her friends or family. All that's missing. How is it that, and this is her say, that the detectives did not even view the body in the bed where she died at? That the coroner and them had already removed her, pronounced her dead, and told the detectives and them that it was no foul play. And if that is true, as I've heard it, and we read certain things on the internet about it, that case need to be reopened. We know that Kim, and it's in the this is in the documentation. Shout out to Paperwork. At the Paperwork part, I gotta shout him out, man, because he looked in the paperwork and it said Kim received a massage for about an hour when she's supposed to have full-blown pneumonia. Who gives somebody a massage when they got pneumonia?
Speculation grew stronger when singer Al Bashir, Porter's former partner and father of her eldest son Quincy, revealed that she had confided fears about her safety. He suggested she may have left behind journals or notes that captured her mindset at the time. Taking it further, he openly described her passing not as an accident, but as a tragic murder.
Saying, posting, I get calls, take it down or else, so on and so forth.
But this is about Diddy, so let's be clear for everybody that doesn't know.
Diddy, who's about to, his trial's about to start. Yeah, yes. They're selecting a jury.
But you were on this train years ago.
Yes, many, many years ago. I posted some information that was, basically trying to save my life. And thank goodness to my ex, the wonderful Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, who, kind of warned me all along the way to, just kind of watch your back, so on and so forth. And I didn't understand why.
Because of Diddy.
Basically.
Do you believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Why? What evidence do you have?
she was in the best of health. We just saw each other prior to her passing. We were actually celebrating our son's new Netflix Christmas special, and she was doing just fine. In fact, we were all at the event together at Netflix in the lobby. Sean, myself, the children, all having a great time. And I'm, grabbing Sean like, what? And she's in the back going, stop, So it was a really festive opportunity just for all of us to be together, because it's nothing like the circus that's out here. So it was a lot of the stuff, came to surprise, but a lot of the stuff.
The rumors only deepened after a book titled Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice, from the Other Side surfaced under a fake name, claiming to draw from Porter's private journals. It painted a picture of mistreatment and fears for her safety before her death. While the memoir grabbed headlines, Porter's family and inner circle quickly dismissed it as phony and exploitative. Diddy's lawyers also blasted the book, labeling it a shameless cash grab built on her tragedy. But singer Jaguar Wright has a different take. She believes Diddy himself may have planted the book for his own twisted motives.
He paranoid right before Kim passed away. And when he found out that her and Cassie were still secretly talking and meeting, it became a very explosive situation for everyone who knew about it. I hate the fact that she felt so terrified to tell the truth about the man that she had 3 biological children of, that she felt the need to have to be as covert as she was. But I'm grateful that Kim got her truth to people that she trusted. Problem is she didn't know who she could trust and couldn't trust. I have no doubt in my mind that pieces of that memoir have been acquired by the home team, and that bad actors were incorporated so that they could put just enough spin to create reasonable doubt in the jury pool. It's a smart play, because there is no way that these 2 people who really had absolutely nothing to do with anyone involved got this much information directly from Kim Porter. It didn't happen. I'm telling you that now. And every person that they have these salacious stories built around are people that Diddy has issues with. It lined up too good in his favor when you really think about it. And if I were him and I had a team of PR agents, the first thing that I would have done is let's get our hands on a piece of the book, get as much as we can. We'll take as much trash as we can, throw it around it, and put it out there.
Usher's name also surfaced in the trial, as he had once been one of Diddy's earliest protégés. Discovered and signed by L.A. Reid to LaFace and Arista, Usher moved into Diddy's home at only 13 years old. I had a tutor, I went to New York, and he started teaching me the ropes, Usher recalled, adding that some of his most important lessons as an entrepreneur came from that time. He credited Diddy's relentless drive to create and push ideas forward. Yet an old Howard Stern interview raised eyebrows, with Usher admitting he would never send a kid to Diddy's so-called flavor camp because of the things that went on.
To New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. I had like,
what
like a living.
Life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Usher's name came up, again in court through testimony from Dawn Richard, who recounted a 2010 incident at a West Hollywood restaurant. She claimed Diddy grew aggressive toward Cassie during a private exchange, and Cassie bent over in pain before quickly leaving the table. Reportedly at that dinner were Usher, now Jimmy Iovine, and Big Daddy Kane. Richard went on to say, another confrontation happened afterward in the car, making the courtroom noticeably tense as she spoke. Usher was also linked to another surprising detail, playing a role in connecting Diddy with none other than Justin Bieber.